everyone, it's Miss Kim from the Smithtown Library. I hope that everyone is doing well, and I'm so excited to have you joining me today to make some fun recycled creations from materials that you probably already have at home. So what we're going to be making today, I thought an under the sea theme would be fun since it is summer and we're probably going to the beach a lot and enjoying the warm weather. So we're going to be making an octopus made out of a toilet paper roll. We are going to make a turtle using a cardboard egg carton. And we are going to make our very own crab with a paper plate. So I am going to show you step by step how you're going to make all of these projects. I'll show you what materials that you will need, and let's get started. So the first project that we are going to make together today is our toilet paper roll octopus. So I'm going to show you everything that you need to make this project. You're going to need a recycled toilet paper roll that you may already have at home. You are going to need scissors so you can cut the tentacles of your octopus. You are going to need googly eyes. If you don't have googly eyes at home, that's totally fine. You can just draw on eyes for your octopus with crayons, and you're also going to need your crayons to color your octopus any color that you would like. You can also use paint if you'd rather paint your octopus and let it dry before you glue everything else on. The crayons just help it to be a mess-free project. And then, of course, if you're gluing your eyes on, you're going to need some Elmer's glue. And now I'm going to show you step by step how to make your octopus. Okay. So what you're going to do first is you want to pick out which color you would like to use to color your octopus. So today I'm going to use a purple crayon and make my octopus purple since I already made a blue one. So what you're going to do first is you're going to color your toilet paper roll. And it does not have to be perfect. This is a great task for a younger child to practice some fine motor skills and coloring. And of course, they can do a little bit, you can do a little bit. Work on it together until you get all the sides of your octopus colored. Fill in a little bit more. All right, excellent. So you are all ready now to cut the tentacles of your octopus. So if you think about how many tentacles an octopus has, they have 8. So you want to make sure that you cut 8 tentacles. And for this, you're just going to use your scissor and you're just going to cut just like that. So then this way, when you pull it upward like that, you have a tentacle. So that's 1, 2, 3. So you're just making slits in the bottom here. 4, 5, 6 slits. 7, 8. That should give me 8. So let's count just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. So you're going to bend them like this. So this way when you put it down, your octopus stands upward. And then if you see some spots that I'm going to fill in right here, some spots that I missed when I was coloring it earlier, you can see it better once you cut the tentacles. Alright, and it does not have to be perfect. Some of your tentacles might be longer, some might be shorter. You can do the best you can, but it's totally fine. And now what you can do is you can, if you have a black crayon or a blue one, what you can do is draw on the mouth of your octopus, just like I did for this one. So what you're gonna do is draw a mouth. It makes your octopus look happy. And once you do that, you're ready for your eyes. So for this, if you don't have googly eyes at home, that's okay. You can use a crayon to draw on your eyes. So you're just gonna just make sure that my glue is ready to go. You can use a glue stick for this too. I think the Elmer's glue makes it stick a little bit better, but a glue stick will work also if you are trying to prevent a mess. But you're just gonna put a little dollop of glue on each googly eye. You don't need that much at all. And you're gonna plop it on there. I got a little glue on my counter, but that's okay. I'll just put a little bit more on here. So you only need a little bit. And then you're gonna put your other eye on. And there you have it. That's your toilet paper roll octopus. So the next craft that we're going to be making today is our paper plate crab. And I'm gonna show you everything that you need to be able to make this. So what you are going to need is a paper plate, which you probably already have at your house. You are going to need red construction paper. If you choose to use our template, which is attached in the information part of this video. So you can use this template and print it and cut out the pieces. You can color the pieces red with crayons if you would like, or you can use them and trace them on your construction paper and then cut them out with scissors. So that's up to you. You're also going to need your red construction paper to cut the little tentacles on the crab. So for this, you just cut strips and then you glue them on to your crab, as well as the claws with Elmer's glue. You're going to need, if you have them at home, some googly eyes for your crab. If you don't have googly eyes at home, you can draw them right here, just like where I have my eyes. And then you're also going to need your crayons to color your paper plate, and you can draw a mouth on it like I did, and you'll especially need a red crayon. I mean, you can color your crab any color you want, but this way everything matches, and then you are all set. And let's get started. I'll show you step by step how to make your crab. So for our crab, what we are going to do first is you need a paper plate. And you're going to take your paper plate and you're going to cut it in half, just like the one that you see in my sample. So let's do that first. And then this works really well if you have 2 children and you want to each make a crab. You each have a piece of the paper plate to make your crab, or you can save it and use it for another project and recycle it. So once you cut your paper plate in half, you are going to color it red, or whatever color you would like your crab to be. So we're going to do that. And for this, you can take a red crayon, marker. You can use paint if you would like, but I think a crayon works really well, and it does relieve a little bit of the mess that you can have in your kitchen after making these projects. And this is a great part to do with your younger child, and you can let your child practice their coloring skills in this part. Just like we did with the octopus. Okay, perfect. So once you have your crab colored, you can use the black crayon and draw the mouth, just like that. And then what you're going to do, so the template that I attached to this video that you can print from home, I cut out the pieces right here. And then what I did ahead of time is I traced them on my red construction paper. If you have heavy duty paper at home, you can cut out the template and color it red and then glue it on. It's just a little flimsy with computer paper if you don't have cardstock at home. So the construction paper works really well if you don't have that. So once you trace it just like this, you're going to use your scissors and cut out the pieces. So this part, when you might want to help a younger child who may not be super good with the scissors yet. That's your second claw. And then for the 2 eye tentacles here, I'm going to cut those out too. One. And there's the other one. I'll put my scraps over here. And then, so you don't waste your paper, what you can do is you can cut strips from the other part of your red construction paper to make the tentacles down here. So I have 6, so I'm going to make 6 for this crab too. And what you're going to do is you can just cut long strips. You can make these shorter afterwards if you would like. 1. 2. And they don't have to be perfect. 3. This is also a good way to practice counting with your younger child as well. 4. 5. And this will be our last one. And that's 6. So I'll put that aside. Okay, so now that we have all of our pieces, we are going to use our Elmer's glue to glue everything on. So what you can do is you can flip your paper plate over. So first we're going to do the tentacles, and if you want, it's always good to kind of lay it out like this and put it where you would like it. So you just need a little bit of glue. And that's always good to do before gluing it on. But just a little bit of glue will definitely be enough to make it stick. Okay. And then we're going to do the claws. So same thing. We want to put it on first and make sure that's where we want it. Looks good. Just a little bit of glue. And then stick it right on the back, just like we did with the eye tentacles. Perfect. Press it down and make sure it stays. And then for this part, so what we're going to do is, just like how I did the accordion tentacles down here, you can do that by folding it, just like this. You may want to help a younger child with that stuff because it is a little tricky. We're going to do that with all of them. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. And then this is our last one. And then that's 6. So then what you're going to do is you just need a little bit of glue. Just put it on the edge, just like I'm doing here. 2. 3. 4. 5. One more, and then that's 6. Perfect. So you want to just press them down a little bit, make sure that they stay before you flip it over. And then all we are missing is our googly eyes. So let me grab those. So again, we're going to use the Elmer's glue on the back, and just a little bit is totally fine. If you don't have these googly eyes at home, you can use a black crayon and draw your eyes on. I'll show you how you can do that. Just like that. You can actually make like a little eye if you want. Like that. Or you can just take your googly eye and just stick it on the tentacle right there. Press it down to make sure it stays. And then you are all set. You have your paper plate crab. And the last craft that I'm going to show you how to make today is our egg carton turtle. So for this project, what you're going to need is an egg carton. So this one is cut up already, but you really only need the one part of it to make the turtle shell. So a cardboard egg carton is best for this project. And besides that, you can use our turtle template that we have for you that you can print at home and cut out. It's in the information part of this video if you choose to do that. And you can trace it on green construction paper and cut it out. Or if you wanted to just print it on heavy duty paper, you can cut out your turtle and use crayons and color your turtle green or any color that you would like your turtle to be. You're also going to use your crayons just like I did here. You can color the egg carton that you're using as the turtle shell. I colored mine brown. You're going to need a pair of good scissors, and you definitely want to help a younger child with this part. Cut out the shell of the turtle from one piece of the egg carton. And you're going to need some Elmer's glue. And then you can also use a black crayon or any crayon of your choice to color a face on your turtle, just like I did here. So we're going to get started, and I will show you step by step how to make your turtle. So our last craft today is the egg carton turtle. So we already went through all the supplies that you need. So we're going to get started with making the craft, and I'll show you how to do it. So what you're going to do is, if you would like to use your template that we have attached to this video in the information section of the video, you can print it and then use it to cut out, and you can trace it onto green construction paper, just like I'm going to be doing here. So I'll show you how I'm doing that. So I'm just going to use a black crayon here and trace it. And same thing with the template that we used for the paper plate crab earlier. If you would rather, if you have cardstock or some kind of heavy duty paper that you can use to print your template on, you can even just color the template green and cut it out directly from there instead of tracing it on the construction paper, but whatever you prefer. So there's our turtle shape. We're going to use our scissors. I'm just going to make a box, and then we are going to cut out our turtle shape, and then we'll get started on the rest of the project. So again, just like the other crafts, this may be something that you want to help a younger child with. You can each try to cut a little bit of it. It may be a good way to practice scissor skills if your child is a little bit older, but it is a little tricky. Mix it up a little bit. Alrighty, perfect. So then we have our turtle shape, just like that. And just like mine, you can draw a little face on it, give him a little smile, and some eyes. Excellent. So now we are going to take your recycled egg carton. A cardboard one is definitely what you want to use for this, just because it's easier to cut. So just like this, you only need one section. This part, you definitely want to do this for your child beforehand, because it is difficult for a child to be able to cut this out because it is cardboard. So you're going to cut out a piece, just like that. And then I'm going to take my crayon. This time I think I want my turtle to have a purple shell. Let's see where the purple crayon is. So now what you're going to do is you're going to just use your crayon just like this. You can use paint for this too. That works. This is just again, like the other crafts, it just makes it a little bit less messy. It is a little, I think it might be easier to use paint to get in these little crevices here, but it still looks nice. And also with the paint, you do have to wait for it to dry versus the crayon. It's done right away, which is pretty neat. Okay, keep coloring the best you can, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so once you color, I'm just going to fix this part a little bit right here. Then you are ready to use your Elmer's glue, and you're going to glue the egg carton onto your turtle, and that's going to be his shell. So right on the edges here, just like that, you want to put a nice line of glue. You know, not too much, just a little on the edges there. So then you're going to press it down. I'm going to hold it down for a few seconds. It may ooze out a little bit from the sides, and that's okay. The glue is all washable on your countertops and surfaces, and it'll dry clear, which is awesome. And then you are all set. You have your egg carton turtle, and it is super adorable. So for any of these projects, if you want to give us a call at the library, if you would like to have us grab some Under the Sea books for you, we can set them aside for you to pick up. We would love to do that, and you can read some stories and make your special Under the Sea projects with your recycled materials, just like we did here. You can also download some of these books on our Libby app or on Hoopla. You can look up Under the Sea picture books and just give us a call, or visit our website to do that at www.smithlib.org. and we can help you download some books. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had fun making some recycled creations, and we hope to see you soon. And please continue to visit the library's website at www.smithlib.org for more programs and resources. Bye everyone, have a great day.